Hello, everybody. What's up? We are going to go live really fast and have a little chat about the debate because there's a lot to uncover and we're going to get a little bit into it. And yeah, so you just go ahead and get started and we'll do it. Okay. So I don't know what topic I really want to start with because there's so many topics that we want to dive into really fast. But let's start with the topic of Chris Wallace. I feel like that's good. Good place to start.
I was trying to get Instagram ready. So there are so many different topics I want to say, and I feel like we wanted to do this last night. And buckle up, this is going to be probably a long live. We have a lot to say, so we want to do it last night. But honestly, we were up to 2 a.m. just digesting content and stuff because we wanted to have a accurate portrayal of what we thought happened. So,
with that being said,
hi India. That's really cool.
Hi. All right, go for it.
Okay, first of all, I want to know what your guys' thoughts are about it. Let us know in down below because
Did you watch the debate, and if so, what do you think about it? Because we want to know your opinions.
Yeah, we want to hear that.
Yeah, because we have ours, but we want to know yours.
All right, so I just want to talk about. Did anybody? Okay, so many thoughts. First of all, what the heck happened? Going into last night, I don't know about you, but I felt like it was Christmas morning yesterday. I was so freaking excited.
All day. I couldn't even focus on work. I was like, I just want to get to 9 p.m. Eastern time. I just want to get to it. I can't even work. I can't focus.
And here's the thing. After the debate, a lot of people were disappointed, but honestly, was it as good as 2016? No. But was it bad? No, I really don't think it was. And the reason I'm saying no is because Donald Trump was ganged up on. A gang came out and cornered him into a corner, and he was going 2 against 1.
That's what I'm saying.
Chris Wallace and Joe Biden versus Donald Trump.
It was not a 1 versus 1 debate. No, it was a 2 versus 1.
It was Chris
so
Wallace
biased.
running for president.
Yes.
That's what it was.
Every time Biden would say, I'm the representative of the Democratic Party. No, Biden, you are not the representative. It's Chris Wallace who's the representative because he's speaking on behalf of you. Because for some reason, Biden can't get a sentence out without being looking around and listening to his earpiece that we probably already know that he has. So
that's why I don't think it was Trump did horrible. No, Trump stood his ground for what he was given.
Yep.
Did we see Trump at his fullest capability?
No,
we didn't because Trump does well on offense and defense. But Trump just does well. But what happened is they were attacking him, not allowing him to finish his sentences. And here's the difference. I don't care that Trump interrupts Biden or Hillary back in 2016. It doesn't bother me. And honestly, I wouldn't care when Hillary and Biden interrupted Trump. I don't care. Here's where I have the issue. The fact that the moderator was interrupting the president.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I have an issue.
Does nobody want to talk about that? Because we'll happily talk about that, Chris. What the heck was that? Why were you interrupting? You not only interrupted both parties, but you interrupted Trump at least double what you were interrupting Biden for. And I'm not okay with that.
And here's another thing. Chris, we knew he was going to be a suckwad at this. Like, we knew it.
He's an nincompoop. I'm just saying it.
Nobody liked the decision, okay? Nobody was happy with the decision. But so we knew that coming into it. But the format of the questions that was asked to Trump versus Biden were completely different. And if you notice, when Biden couldn't come up with a sentence, Wallace came to the rescue.
Yeah. There is Wallace, like the freaking father of Biden, helping him out. Like, what is that? Yes. Biden is a grown adult. He can handle himself. If he can't answer a question, then he can't answer a question.
If he
Stop trying to help him, Chris.
If he can't handle a debate against Trump, he's never going to be able to protect the country from North Korea and China and Russia and
a bunch of other
Muslim
places.
Terrorists. Like, he's not going to be able to hold the ground, and that's. So
and anybody who says that he can't, anybody that says he can is probably just as ignorant as Biden.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you can't change. Obviously, people change, and I'm cool with that. But my gosh, people. Look, people who were saying Biden won and Biden was great and blah, blah.
No.
Were you watching last night?
No, Biden did, in my personal opinion, Biden did what a normal human being should do.
Yeah.
Did he do what a future president should do?
No.
Biden only did good, and here's the thing. As conservatives, I feel like people are saying Biden did good only because he didn't morally screw up.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't meet anybody's expectation. He didn't exceed anybody's expectations other than the fact that he made most of his sentences make sense. He didn't stutter. He lied.
I mean, once he stuttered, but, that's an accomplishment for him.
He lied
multiple times.
But so that's why people are saying he did good. He didn't do good.
No, he didn't do well at all. He didn't even condemn. What did he say about Antifa? That it was just an idea?
It's not an organization. Because showing up and planned attacks in major cities in the U.S. with U-Hauls
is not an organization.
That's an idea.
With signs with bricks placed around the route of a riot. That's not an organization. I'm sorry. Who's paying for it? Who's putting it there? Who's organizing it to place these certain objects down a road or have a U-Haul truck come by with a bunch of signs and whatnot in it?
It's utter ridiculous. It's literally...
A fourth grader could put the two and two together. I'm just saying.
It's ridiculous. And so one of the things, and I'm looking down because I have notes of different topics. Otherwise, we would just be like...
Wait, stop. Someone said, I cannot believe you're making fun of a man with a diagnosed speech impediment. Okay, I want to say something.
We have a speech impediment, okay?
Wow. So
we have one my entire life. So I have grace for that.
Yes.
But here's the difference. Biden not being able to formulate a complete sentence is not a speech impediment. That's called dementia. That's called Alzheimer's, whatever you want to label it. That's what it is. We have a speech impediment. He may have a stuttering issue, which we did see last night. That's not what we're talking about.
No. We're talking about the part where he can't put a coherent sentence together. That's what we're talking about.
Dang it. I screenshotted a bunch of tweets I wanted to read that we had done, and it's on my phone.
No.
And we're using it. Dang it.
Sorry, can't help you with that.
Dang it.
Let me go grab something. Keep on talking.
Okay, so while we're talking about how Biden doesn't believe that Antifa... Oh, yeah, here's behind the scenes where we film. The fact that Biden did not say Antifa was an organization, but rather an idea or ideology...
was complete stupidity,
and he wouldn't
arrogance,
come out against it.
Ignorance.
He basically just said he supports Antifa and domestic terrorists. So let's talk about Trump, because the whole KKK, white supremacy thing, Charlottesville was brought up during the debate.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where I had screenshotted and had audio recordings of Trump condemning this. The first time he did it was back in 2000. 2000, it was before he was anybody in the political realm. He came out and he came against it. And then again as president in 2017. And again a couple days ago. Did you all not hear?
Tell him.
They didn't hear.
Tell him.
With Trump's new proposal under the Platinum Plan, part of that is giving $500 billion to black communities in America. But also, you go.
Go ahead.
Also, labeling the KKK
and Antifa as terrorist organizations. Oh, organizations. There's that word again. Don't get triggered.
But people think he supports the KKK. If he supports it, he wouldn't be calling for it to be labeled as a terrorist organization.
The next time someone says that last night Trump did not condemn white supremacy, I might flip a can. I might flip a lid, because I am about to just blow up. Yo, you cannot say that he did not condemn white supremacy. Did you hear when Chris asked him to condemn it? He said, sure. Hello? He said, yes.
Oh, I had the screenshots of the exact quotes. I wanted to read it.
Someone sent it to me. But listen, he did it multiple times. You couldn't hear it because a bunch of people were talking over him. Okay? Mm-hmm. But he did it multiple times. Even if he didn't do it last night, he did it a couple days ago with saying the KKK and Antifa are terrorist organizations and planning to give $500 billion to black communities in America. So next time someone says that,
Wallace only asked that question to try to put Trump in a corner, and it didn't work. Nope. It didn't work because Trump has been on record time and time again coming against those organizations. You know what they didn't ask Biden about? Biden, do you support the KKK? Since the Charlottesville KKK organizer
came
out and supported and gave his endorsement to Joe Biden for president. That wasn't asked. Why wasn't Biden asked that question?
Because Chris is an nincompoop. That's why.
Because it was rigged from the moment it started.
I am so over it. It was a big flop last night on Chris's half.
He did a horrible job. Yeah. Horrible. utterly disgusting. And maybe I'll come on if you want us to in the stories, and I can post some of those screenshots of the exact quotes because they're on my phone and I didn't.
So what did you think about last night? Did you think Chris was biased? Do you think he interrupted Biden more than he interrupted Trump? I'm sorry, he interrupted Trump more than he interrupted Biden?
Oh, yeah.
Because he definitely did.
Somebody rewatched it and they counted it. Wallace interrupted Biden 17 times. Mm-hmm. Trump was interrupted, 70-something times?
I think something.
76?
60 or something, 70. A lot. It was a lot of times.
More than double.
And yet nobody wants to say, and yet people want to still say that Chris is not biased.
Yes. Somebody just said Tucker Carlson would have been a great moderator. Yep. Yes, I would love to see that. And I'd also like to see that Joe guy that offered. Honestly.
Rogan?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I would love.
Fantastic.
See, I'm not good with names. I say Joe and I don't remember last names. So I would love to see somebody else. And I would love to see Chris be fired from Fox because
it was a disgrace, honestly. It was annoying, first off, having him continually, what was really annoying is when Trump was talking, answering a question, and then mid-sentence of Trump's 2 minutes, Chris would interrupt him and ask him another question.
He'd be like, well, that's not right. No, you let him speak.
Hello?
That's his 2 minutes.
Remember how you said, everybody gets 2 minutes to say what they want.
Except if your last name's Trump.
What? Oh, it's so annoying.
Kim,
oh my gosh.
You're right. Wallace was way out of line. I think it could have been done way, way, way better. And honestly, in our recent posts, which a lot of y'all are from that, we posted some reels of some things that were going on. Some people say it's a wire or an IV of some kind. Some people say it's a crease in the shirt. Whatever.
You watch it. You
make your decision and let us know in that video comment thread. We want to know what you think. Because personally, I don't believe that's a crease. I don't believe it's a crease in his shirt, and definitely people are like, that's a bracelet in his arm, whatever. The other video we posted. Okay, when you say that when you put your put your hand up like this, bracelets
don't slide down like that.
No, they do slide down. Well, they slide down. They don't slide up.
They didn't slide up, did it?
Well, yeah, because if it was like a dangle, the dangle was pointing straight up, and if it went up, it would have gone down.
Oh, I got you. Listen, even if it was a crease in the shirt, the whole wrist video...
And some people are like, it's a pen.
Okay, let's just hypothetically say it was a pen and Biden's wrist.
How was it attached? Because normally when you put it... Where's the pen?
I'm going to show you.
We're going to do this.
We're going to show you what it looks like, because apparently Democrats don't know.
So if let's say it's a pen, and we can all agree the point that was showing would have been the tip, right? By the way it looked, okay? A pen... There's nothing to hook it on unless he has a special little thing to hook it.
Which would be weird.
When you hook a pen to your sleeve, which nobody really does, if he has a suit on, he would have done it inside the pocket, first of all. If he was a gentleman, he would have. Second of all, if you want to put a pen on your wrist, it would go like this.
You would see the clip on the outside of your sleeve. But we didn't see that. In fact, it slid down. Even if it was a pen, in some magical way, it was just sitting in a sleeve, okay? Who the heck puts a pen in their sleeve?
So I'm not buying that one.
That's just so weird. I don't get it.
Another weird thing. It. If you haven't seen the video, we posted it for Facebook. Hey, we posted it, 2 of them on our feed, and then Instagram, we posted all 3.
Yep.
Y'all can check it out.
Let's also talk a little bit about...
Can we talk about voter fraud for a second? Oh, yeah. That was brought up.
It was brought up.
Chris Wallace says there is no evidence that voter fraud is unsafe and that it...
Or is a thing.
He said, Biden and Wallace both basically said, how can you possibly say that mail-in voting isn't safe? Well, because there's thousands of cases in the last couple years that have been proven for voter fraud. Let's look at Pennsylvania.
Even this year.
Look at Pennsylvania.
Military members, their ballots that said Trump on it, thrown in a waste bin basket.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's look at Ilhan Omar. Her campaign was found throwing away ballots. A car in Minneapolis was found full of not absentee ballots, but mail-in ballots in their car.
So we have right here what just came out in Brooklyn and the Bronx: 100,000 faulty ballots mailed to people who it wasn't even addressed to. So it was the wrong ballot sent to the wrong person. 100,000 of them, faulty ballots in Brooklyn and Bronx, just came out. hello, what are you talking about, Chris? There is no, fraud in mail-in voting or just voting. Like, I don't.
You know what? In some counties, they have.
Who says that?
In some counties in the U.S., they have more people registered to vote than they have living in the county. How is that even possible? How do you have more people registered to vote than even are documented living in that county?
We have seen for years so many issues with voting. I mean, when was it? Was it Obama or Hillary?
Look up Project Veritas.
Was it Obama or Hillary or both when a bunch of dead people voted?
Oh, Obama.
Was that Obama?
I mean, it happens all the time.
Was it Hillary too?
I mean, people's cats get the voting.
Yeah, we posted that before.
Like somebody's a voting ballot got
for
addressed
to
somebody's cat that had died 15 years ago.
A cat, a freaking cat with those things with a tail that aren't human that don't vote. Hello. Why are people still acting like that voter fraud's not a thing? Wake up. We're in 2020. It's a thing. Now do something about it. And here's how you do something about it. Go volunteer at your local voting center.
Please do. Because you know what happens when that opens? All the Democrat voters sign up to volunteer
and be an extra pair of eyes. You don't want them to be an extra pair of eyes. You don't want that because they throw people's votes away and they screw crap up. Okay, you don't want that. So please go volunteer. We're going to be doing the same, volunteering at a local. Try to volunteer at a local voting center, whatever. And my gosh, please.
Here's the thing.
We need the help.
They're talking about mail-in voting. Do you know who voted in person? Or who says they're going to vote in person? Hillary.
True.
Biden.
True.
And then people are like, Trump's the one that's mail-in voting. No. There's a difference between mail-in voting and absentee ballots.
Yes.
Huge difference.
Explain it. Layman's terms.
Huge difference. Mail-in voting says, if you're registered to vote, we're going to send you one. No questions asked. You get one. Absentee ballots say you have to request ahead of time to receive a ballot. We're going to mail it to you, and then when you send it back, we're going to confirm that we received it and it was from you. So basically, you want to do which kind? Absentee ballots, which is what President Trump's doing, which is what college students do across this country. It's what our military does. It's a very safe process that has been used for forever. Mm-hmm. That's the difference between mail-in voting. Mail-in voting goes, everybody in this county or in this state, we're going to send you a ballot. And it's hard to track because what if their ballot is received, like in Pennsylvania, 3 days after the election? Yeah. They can still count it. But what if they went and that person who they sent their mail-in ballot in
goes and votes twice?
Goes and votes in
person.
Speaking
of voting twice, so back when I said about the issue of the 100,000 faulty ballots that were mailed to the wrong addresses in Brooklyn and the Bronx. So the company managing it says they'll send out another round of voting ballots. So what's keeping people from voting twice? Nobody's talking about that.
You cannot track how many people in the U.S. are registered to vote.
To register to vote?
I don't
know. A lot.
Millions.
Multiple millions.
Okay. Well, so tell me, if everybody in the United States mails in their ballot to vote, how in the freaking world are we going to count that all? How? It's not logistically possible, people. It's not going to happen. And if you are able to go, if you're doing mail-in voting because you're scared of the thing that's going around.
If you can go to a grocery store to buy your food, you can vote in person, period. I don't want to hear excuses. You can do both. Right?
If you leave your house for any reason, you can do the most honorable thing an American citizen, and the most privileged thing we have to do is vote and fight for our republic. We're a democracy, not a republic.
Yes, I said the thing.
Oh, no, we're a republic, not a democracy.
Because if we say the actual words, Instagram might flag us. So we're not going to say, but when you have to wear the diaper on your face, that whole issue.
The whole last 7 months?
Yeah.
We call it the thing for everybody who's new here.
Exactly. Colson, you're right. People died for you to vote. So to say, oh, I'm not going to vote because it doesn't do anything or my vote doesn't matter. No, your vote is so critical, especially this year. This is the year when you vote. If you don't vote, you will never have anything to vote for in the future.
Let's get back to the debate. Let's get back to the debate. Okay, so it was a bunch of Wallace attacking Trump, and coming against trying to loop him into saying something and trick him. When in reality, why weren't we talking about all the freaking amazing things Trump has done in the last 4 years, making and noticing and declaring Jerusalem the capital of Israel? Like, why isn't anybody talking about that? That is monumental,
huge
history-making
huge
things. It's huge, guys. Huge. Okay, the peace deals that have been happening in the Middle East.
Mm-hmm. Nobody talks about
between the United Emirates.
I wonder if they'll talk about it next week for the debate.
And I know each debate has different topics. And maybe this topic was just a attack Trump night. Like, I don't know what it was about.
That's honestly what it was. I'm pretty sure at the top of Chris's paper and then his notes that he was going off of, and yellow bold highlight, it says, attack Trump, help Biden. I'm so promising you that's what it says. Because that's exactly what it was last night. And it was despicable. I hated it. I'm like, are you kidding me?
It was just
This is what we have to watch? Yeah.
It was boring. I mean, the first 10 minutes were good. I really actually enjoyed that. I was like, this is going to be good. And then I was like, lame.
Because Chris is, whatever.
Lame.
And then the audacity of Biden to tell the president to shut up, man.
Imagine if Trump had said that. What if Trump looked at Biden and said, shut up, man?
Are you kidding me? I don't care if you disagree with Trump. I don't care if you don't like the man and every fiber in you. You do not tell the president of the free world to shut up, man. You do not say that. You do not get that right, okay? So for him to have, actually,
the debate was weird.
I'm thankful he said it because now we get to see more of his true colors.
Oh, we talked about that last night a little bit of Trump or Biden's true colors coming out and the way, the verbiage he used. He was calling them all poor people. Poor people can't do X,
shut
Y,
up.
Z. Gosh. Listen, Biden is the same. We just saw the same Biden who calls our military last week.
Yeah.
The B word.
Stupid.
Not the witch word with the B. The other one. He's the same guy who calls little black kids roaches. Like roaches running all around me.
He's the same guy who pushed and created the 1994 crime bill. The same guy back in, I think, 1977 said that he does not want to he wants to desegregate things because, what did he say? He doesn't want his kids growing up. He doesn't want his kids growing up in a racial jungle, and he wants to keep things segregated. That's the same guy that people want to vote for. And they say that the other one, Trump, is the racist person.
So that's what we're saying. Yes, of course, Biden has the First Amendment right to say whatever. Yep. We're saying the honor was not there last night in that specific context.
Sure, he can say whatever he wants, as we can, to a degree, if you don't, agree with the whole secular movement. But at the same time, there needs to be some sort of honor, respect upheld. And that was not shown last night.
Yeah. Yes, we're in school. Okay, let's talk about the thing. Let's talk about the last 7 months that was brought up a little bit in the debate. And again, they were attacking Trump. Oh my gosh, humiliating. Okay, did you hear Biden say by the end of the year, so within the next 4 months or so, that 1 in 500 blacks are going to be dead because of COVID?
Can someone fact check that, please?
Like, what do you think going to happen? 1 in 400 or 500?
I think it was 5.
1 in 500 are going to be dead.
That was just very interesting for us to hear.
What? Only 10,000 have died. 6%. There's a 94% survival rate.
But yet he wants to say 1 in 500.
Oh, not survival rate. I'm sorry. 94% of the 200,000
were people who had pre-existing health conditions
and were already told
within
that
3
they were going to
weeks
pass
or
away.
so of their deathbed. So,
which
unfortunate.
And Trump came out and said, 1 life is too many. Life is too many.
Multiple times he said that. He said it should not have been this much.
Thanks, Caroline. I feel like we're just like chatting to ourselves.
Oh,
I'm trying to read comments, but And what would Biden have done differently? What would he have done differently? Because Trump, and I have the facts here, Trump close traveled to China when we only had 32 cases here in the United States.
And the Democrats ridiculed him for it.
You had Nancy Pelosi going down to Chinatown saying, "Stop being racist to Chinese people."
Come, it's safe, it's great, blah, 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 blah. Hello? Nobody wants to talk about that because it doesn't fit their agenda.
Trump closed travel to and from Europe when we only had 36 deaths in America. Oh, we watched it live.
Yeah,
we
he's the one who's reckless and doesn't care about the American people and their lives. Fake news. Okay, that's what that is. Fake news. And I'm about fed up with it. I'm so annoyed with that. I'm like, my gosh, people. Y'all, not you, because I know you guys are like-minded, but the other people, so, like, they're just lemmings. They follow the person in front of them without even batting an eye.
So Trump did all these things. He closed down the borders to protect us from the thing. And when that happened, the Democrats freaked out. They called him racist. They called him a homophobe. They called him, all these horrible things. But now they're saying he's not doing what he needs to do.
He didn't do it soon enough is what they're saying.
Well, you hated it when he did do it.
My gosh, would you pick a narrative and stick with it? Please? You're confusing all of us, liberals.
Yeah, you're right. If Biden was president, it would have been or Hillary, I guess, would have been that case. Would have been very, very different.
A lot more.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about Hunter. Let's talk about Hunter Biden and that whole incident.
Yeah. What was it? A Russian mayor? Mayor's wife gave him how much?
Moscow.
3 million?
3.5.
3.5, my bad. $3.5 million dollars to Hunter.
I wonder if Hunter paid taxes on that. You think he did? Or is that like under the table?
We'll let you guys figure that one out.
It's utter ridiculous.
And then he wanted to deny it. Biden wanted to deny it. Of course he did. Got to protect his son.
Hunter is Biden's one of his sons. And then Biden tries to go, you talking about Bo? And if you don't know, Bo
had passed away in 2015, I think, from brain cancer.
Yeah, but he served in the military.
Right.
So Biden tried to flip the tables and make it seem like the president was attacking his son.
That had passed away.
No.
No.
And then Trump says, this is kind of random, not really, but Trump goes, Hunter, your son Hunter, he served in the military, he got discharged, not honorably.
Was it Bill? I think it was Bill.
No.
Was it?
Hunter.
Okay. Hunter.
Was not honorably discharged. He was removed. Kicked out of the military, people.
Because he failed a drug test, and I think it was with cocaine he failed it with. That is, and when was he lower rankings?
I don't
know, but I know when you're a lower ranking in the military, you don't get what was it? I read it last night. Oh man, it just slipped my brain. I don't know. Biden moment. I don't know. Sorry guys. I'll let you know if I think about it again. But anyway,
yeah, Biden. Yeah, there's so many different topics we can discuss on it. Honestly, it's hot in here. I think it's hot. I'm warm in here.
AC's off. Listen, y'all. Last night was insane. I'm excited for next week, but at the same time, I don't know who's moderating it. Do we know yet?
I don't know.
Do we know who's moderating it? Because I don't know yet. But
let's do some questions.
Yeah. Okay, let's do a little Q&A, and there you go.
So yeah.
All right.
It was brought up.
So you have to say it for Facebook.
Sorry, Facebook. The question was, I was disappointed when abortion wasn't brought up. Were you?
Yes, but it will be.
But it was talked about briefly. I think Biden brought it up about abortion and Amy Barrett and the Supreme Court nomination, that whole thing. It will be talked about again. I think that it wasn't necessarily maybe the most I don't want to say not most important, because literally we're filming a video today about abortion, so it's very important to us. But I think it just wasn't on the topic for today.
But it will be.
But
I'm sure we'll come back
no
up
worries.
and more in depth. All right. Do you think Chris Wallace should be fired from Fox News? Heck to the yes.
I mean,
maybe not fired, but definitely never allowed to moderate a debate again.
I don't know if firing, because that technically he didn't go against anything that I know of Fox News corporate policy. You can't just fire someone because of differencing of opinion.
But
not moderating.
No.
That was a horrible choice.
Bad job. Worst job I've seen. Horrible. So.
All right. Do we agree with all the Republican ideas?
Just wondering.
So we talk about Democrat, Republican a lot, but in reality, I'm registered Republicans, but I don't pick based upon a party name. I pick it based upon my belief systems and which aligns more. So I would call myself more of a conservative than I do a Republican.
Yeah. Whatever honestly mostly aligns with the Bible is what I go with. And of course, that's conservative ideals, which are, Republicans. So, yeah.
Yeah, so Biden took a shot at Trump's kids. I did notice that. First, Biden was like, and Wallace was like, let's leave the kids. It has nothing to do out of it.
Talk about it.
And then Biden goes and talks about Trump's kids.
Again.
Who gave up everything to serve our country.
Yes, they did. Democrats, please stick with the storyline. You are confusing the people. I'm just saying, stick with it. Stick with one. Because you're confusing all of us.
All right, what did we do when Trump told Biden not to use smart around him because he was the lowest in his class? I couldn't stop laughing, I'm guessing maybe you said.
We did the same thing.
Yeah, that's the moment, that's the Trump I love to see in a debate. That's the little usual. In 2016, Hillary said, it's a good thing Donald Trump isn't in control of law and order in this country. And then Trump says,
because you'd be in jail.
Those moments are what I love about President Trump debating.
And I know we're going to get more of it. And it's going to be fantastic.
I mean, you have to think back to 2016, the first presidential debate. This is Trump's first debate of 4 years.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, freshen up a little bit.
We used to compete in pageantry, okay? When you don't compete for a while, the first one back is a little rough.
A little rough, a little rusty, a little rough around the edges, but guarantee the next one and the following ones after that, you're definitely more on top of it. You're definitely more polished. Not polished like, not, PC, but polished like you're ready to take it head on. So I'm looking forward to next week and the following weeks.
All right, why do you think Biden said Trump is the worst president America's ever had? Do you think he meant it? Love y'all.
Aww, thank you, Hannah. Biden said that, I assume, because he knows that when Trump is reelected for another 4 years, Biden, Hillary, and Obama, including others, will be thrown in jail. So, of course, he got to say that he's the worst president in all of American history.
Y'all got to keep up. It just y'all, I don't think people really realize, because it's not heavily, of course, mainstream media is not talking about it.
Go figure.
There's so much being released about the corruption that occurred over the 2016 election from the Obama administration. It's so much proof that's coming out. Those people, the whole lock her up promise, just wait. It's getting real.
And it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
And people are like, I get DMs and comments all the time. They're like, your president lied to you. He didn't keep his promises about the wall, locking her up, all these other things.
You just wait and see.
Dude, he's built 350 miles of the wall. That's like 11 miles a week of the wall.
Yeah. So not only has he kept a majority of his promises, but the rest will come into fruition in the coming 4 years, of course, because he will be reelected.
All right. Do we think Biden was on Adderall or something? Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
Something.
And I this is my nice part about me coming out. Somebody needs to help that man. He's an older man. He's lived a good life, whatever. He's lived long. Don't ruin he's already ruined his legacy. Somebody needs to love him.
Yeah,
love him.
Where is his family?
Where's his wife?
Where's Jill saying, Joe, come on, let's go
retire.
home. Let's just retire. Let's finish out our life together well, on a high note, with our names still intact, because right now they're not. And let's just call it quits. It's okay. You've done well. You've ran your race, and it's good.
The same thing. The Clintons after 2016, they were dragged through the mud.
Yeah.
They mean nothing to the American people. They didn't mean anything beforehand.
They could have left on a. I mean, of course, they lied basically throughout their whole time in office, but they could have left somewhat on a higher note. But nope. They just got to go back once more to see if they can win.
It's the whole concept of growing up and you're competing in, like, extracurricular activities. Like, I stopped competing in pageantry after I won. I was like, done. Going out on a high note. Yeah. Call it done.
After you've won a couple times, you have your few wins, and you know it's time to end, you end. It's okay to end. They need to know that. Somebody help Joe, please.
What do y'all think about white supremacy thing? So we answered this in the beginning, so I'm not going to
I assume you probably, you just jumped on later or something.
But we're going to save this live. We're going to upload it to YouTube.
Yes.
And you can watch that. We upload every once in a while. We'll upload our lives to YouTube, so you
Link
can go
is
and
in the bio. Link in the bio.
Yep, I think it is.
It should be.
Should be. If not, YouTube at the Patriot Sisters.
Go figure.
Yeah, we're uploaded, so you can go check it out. And then I'm also going to talk about it on our stories. Yep, another one about white supremacy. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right. Someone says, my 5-year-old brother just went missing. Can you all please pray for us? I don't know what else to do, please. Yes, absolutely.
My gosh, yeah.
Becca, at the end of every live, we actually do pray all together.
So we'll do that.
To join, and we're definitely.
That's awful. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, the debate, I'm just going to read some questions. The debate was completely biased, 100%, I think. And even the Democrats can look at that. Who won the debate? Trump. Because 2 people ganged up against him and he held his ground. He didn't let them control them.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Okay. Why is everyone ignoring the fact that Amy Barrett is pro-lockdown? She's not a real conservative. She's actually not pro-lockdown. And I've seen this a lot. And from my understanding, she's pro the states and local government dictating what they do.
As it should be.
Which is what the Constitution says.
Yes.
So if that means if a government, if a mayor or governor wants to lock down, they have that constitutional authority. So I think that's a way for people to kind of twist it a little bit of her saying she's pro-lockdown. No, she's pro-Constitution.
Yeah.
And I'm pro-Constitution as well. So that's that little thing.
All right.
All right, there's a lot. We actually have stuff to do. Normally we don't go live in the middle of the day. We have other full-time jobs, full-time in school, all that stuff. So
yeah, she is a constitutionalist, Caroline. You are right, girlfriend. All right, let's pray for Becca's 5-year-old brother and then end it. And of course, if you haven't seen our video we just posted about Biden, we have 3 of them up. Y'all need to go check it out. It's about the potential earpiece wiring IV. I don't even know what.
Talk about that.
Yeah, I don't even know what it is, but it needs to be talked about. Nobody's talking about it, so please share the video. Get the word out because
it needs to be shared.
People need to know. Just saying.
Yes, so we will be going live tomorrow as well. We normally go live on Tuesdays and Thursdays, like planned. But of course, last night we didn't, and then
because of the debate,
we'll go live tomorrow. And yeah,
we'll go from there. Someone said,
"How do you manage everything we do?"
You know, kind of just going with the flow.
You know, sometimes we'll go like a couple days. We try to upload an IGTV every other day, every 2 days.
But as you know,
sometimes
doesn't always happen.
And that's when life is nipping us in the butt.
Yeah, well, we're getting there, and we'll do it. We'll get back to it.
I'd love to be able to drop one of my things and be able to do this. But I gotta pay my bills, so I don't know. We really want to launch a podcast. That's our goal and our heart. Because that way we can chat. Because like we love chatting on here, and that's what a podcast would more be like.
But more of like a sit down, chill.
Like here, I feel like we're always in stories. We're always so rushed to talk.
I know, because we have work.
The time limit. No, we have a time limit. An hour for a live, 15 seconds for a video.
True.
It's hard.
So.
Okay, let's pray.
All right. You go, you go.
Oh, I don't care. I'll go.
Okay.
God, I thank you for, first of all, again, for giving us this platform just to speak into, even though it's only 5,000 lives, but just get to speak and have community with so many like-minded patriots. I ask that you would give Becca's family wisdom. You would highlight where her little brother is, and you would lead them directly to him, in Jesus' name. And God, I ask that you just put a firewall of protection and your angels around wherever he is. You would protect his little heart if he's scared for being alone or whatever it may be. God, I ask that you would just supernaturally show where he's at in Jesus' name, and you would lead his family and the authorities and someone to come and help him and bring him back home in Jesus' name. God, I ask, or I just thank you for your faithfulness throughout this all. And even though we have our opinions about politics and policies, but that at the end of the day, you are always going to be on the throne, and you're the main purpose for all of this. I thank you that you've given us a democracy structure to rule on earth. But God, I ask that your heart would be ignited back into politics in America. You would ignite the church in politics in America, and that the church would no longer be afraid to speak up and speak out when it's important and it's and it needs to be said. So we thank you. Bless everybody who's watching. Have an amazing Wednesday. And we bless you in Jesus' name.
Amen.
So.
That's awesome.
Oh no. Your phone's too hot. All right, our phones are too hot. It just overheated. Okay, we gotta go. We love y'all. Go let us know what you think on the last video. We're gonna upload this to YouTube. And we'll talk to y'all later.
Okay. Bye, y'all. Have a great day.